Hi lovely souls, my name is Samantha James. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back. Today we have an 18 plus pick a card for you, and it's going to be your next relationship. So this is sort of a mild 18 plus just because of the graphic content in the decks. We are going to have an extension for this video, and we're going to get more into the rated R juicy details. But in this video, we're going to pull charms, we're going to pull timeline cards, we're going to roll the dice, archetype oracle. We're just gonna try and get all the information we can as to who this next person is that you are gonna be in a relationship with or date, you know, where it's gonna lead and all that great stuff. So pick whatever deck you guys are drawn to. We have deck number 1, deck number 2, and deck number 3. Now, if you're new to pick a cards, what you're gonna do is pause the video and figure out whichever deck you're drawn to the most. Go down below in the description box, find your timestamp, and I'll see you all at your reading. Right, hello pile number 1. If you chose this really beautiful deck, this is for you. We're going to be talking about your next relationship. We're going to pull some charmies. We're going to pull some timeline cards. I'm going to start off with an angel number. I have already pre-shuffled your oracle, which I'm going to put right here. I'm going to put the deck to the side, and we are going to do an angel number for you guys. So if you have been trying to manifest a person, and let's say you get this angel number, just take it as confirmation that, you know, it's meant to be, it's meant for you, it's divine. Okay, so we have number 9 and number 25. I was gonna say before that kind of spit out that I hope everyone is doing well. I know that's very heavy energy right now with the sun in Cancer, the moon in Capricorn. I mean, let's just say a prayer for all the Cancer suns with Capricorn moons, because I don't know how they do it. It's a very intense energy to be in. But yeah, so this is going to be a really great reading. I hope that you're cozy. I hope that you're relaxed, because we're going to be here a while getting as many details as we can. Then we're going to move this over to the extended, and we're going to get all that rated R detail that we can. Okay, so number 9, it's your compassion that makes you shine. You're devoted to helping the greater good and have a strong talent for speaking up for others. Your soul is most satisfied when you are being of service. I am compassionate. Alexa, turn the music off. Number 25, you have a great ability to take in and process information on both conscious and subconscious levels. Your curiosity is endless, and your desire to dive deep into a variety of subjects will bring you an immense awareness of the world. I am intelligent. Really beautiful. Okay, so are we gonna pull your tarot first or your oracle? I'm not even sure. I'm gonna do another angel number. This is something you can look up on Google. We have 2652, 2652. All right, so those are your angel numbers, group number 1. All right, I think I'm gonna pull your oracle first. I had to think about it. All right, so, and we have a shit ton. So to start, we have worthiness. We have the garden. For your astrological oracle, we have Mercury and Gemini. We have, for your energy oracle, we have Journey, number 2, number 29, the World. Okay, and then we have a bunch of archetype oracle. We have Prostitute, light attributes, Priest, Prince, Orphan, child, Healer, Damsel, Child divine. All right, for your Prism oracle, we have Surrender, Sweetness, and Passion. For your relationships and love oracle, we have Boundless Love. Today I'll open my eyes a little wider and walk a little taller, noticing that the world around me is filled with tiny miracles. With this in mind, it's easy to fall in love over and over again with everything from honeybees to neon signs. And while I'm feeling this inspired and this in love, everything else sort of falls into place. Oh, I love that. And then we have Very Soon and Let Your Friends Help You. Okay. So group number 1. Let me make sure we are all in frame. So something tells me that you guys have definitely been manifesting. I think that you guys have been working towards calling in your soulmate and making sure that, you know, you get them. And something also tells me that you have been really nurturing your own garden. You've been really working on your self-worth, your self-esteem. You've been in this single energy where you have been learning and loving yourself and really surrendering to the process of manifesting or calling in your soulmate. It's been a journey, I feel like, as well as you've been completing a lot of different cycles and chapters within your life. And with this boundless love card, I just feel like you've been enjoying everything. I mean, in this garden picture, if you can see it, this girl is sort of just laying down in the garden, you know, admiring the flowers and everything around her. And then we have worthiness here. So I definitely feel like you guys have been working on yourself. And this is really good energy to be in as far as wanting to manifest your next relationship. So now it's like you're curious as to who they are going to be. So I have sort of a clue, but I want to pull your tarot. So let's see what the tarot says. We have the 10 of Wands. We have the Chariot. I was gonna say Strength. We have the Chariot. We have, I believe this is the Emperor. We have the Emperor. We have the 10 of Cups. And we have the 6 of Cups. All right. So I definitely feel like the person that is coming into your life, if they haven't already, the person that you're going to be in a relationship with could be someone that you have history with. And when I say history, I don't mean an ex, although it could be. It's really going to be dependent on what resonates for you, you guys. History can just represent that you know them, or you have mutual friends, or that maybe things didn't work out in the past and you guys wanted it to, and then you kind of came back together with growth and maturity. That's going to be for some of you. The 10 of Wands can simply represent that you both have gone. The 10 of Wands to me can also represent that you guys have very similar, you'll have very similar histories or paths. Like, you both kind of really went through it. There was a lot of things that were difficult that maybe you dealt with in the past, and I think that you guys will have that in common. That will be something that's very mutual to you. You know, we have child orphan here. That could be a literal thing that this person has gone through. It can also represent figuratively how this person is trying to let go of codependency issues or the fear of being abandoned. Maybe they have that sort of fear. Maybe you guys have that sort of fear. Maybe that's what is mutual. I feel like it is mutual just because you guys really have been working on your self-worth and your self-esteem. But regardless, I mean, I definitely feel like this relationship is coming in for you. This is something that you guys have been asking for, something that you've been manifesting. And I think even more so, what you've been asking for and manifesting has to do with like reciprocity. Like, you're looking for someone who has the same amount of compassion as you, same amount as intelligent as you, same amount of passion as you, same amount of sweetness as you. Like, maybe in the past you're just tired of giving to people who don't reciprocate, who don't give back to you like the energy that you give to them. And I really feel like this person is gonna really take care of you and go above and beyond. You know, if they are the Emperor, I definitely think that not only could they have Aries in their chart, but I think it also represents that they are kind of a romantic at heart. Like, this is the kind of person that wants to woo you and, you know, serenade you, and like he's kind of serenading her in the 10 of Cups. Like, this is someone who is very sweet and very passionate, and someone who is a romantic. They're gonna want to, you know, kiss you, and they're kind of gushy, and they're this Prince Charming, if you will. You know, they're very romantic and very charming, and they just have a beautiful effect on how you perceive love. Because maybe in the past for you, group number one, it was very literal and it was like very hard, and it took out the sweetness and the magic and the beauty of being in love and falling in love. And I feel like group number one, this person is gonna give that back to you. Give you this new sense of feeling and hope, and it is really gonna be this kind of fairy tale type thing. I do think this person in their own way is a healer, or some sort of messiah, someone that people look up to. They're probably naturally a leader with the priest card as well, and they're someone that probably has their own set of spiritual gifts. Maybe they have their own little spiritual routine. Maybe it's not as like in depth as, you know, psychic mediumship and tarot card reading and all that stuff, but they might be very well aware of that there's a higher power here, and that, you know, they want to communicate with the divine, and they want to live their best life and be the healthiest version of themselves possible. You know what I'm saying? With let your friends help you, you know, this could be someone who's mutual, or maybe your friends are trying to hook you up with someone and you're being stubborn because maybe you're a little closed off to opportunity just given everything that you've been through. But Spirit is saying let your friends help you through this, or maybe even get advice from your friends about this. I definitely feel like there, for some of you, there is going to be some sort of friend that can hook you up with this person in mind. With the Chariot, this energy is moving pretty quickly. So some of you have already met this person. You already know who I'm talking about. And for others of you, it's just that it's manifesting pretty quickly, that it's coming into your life. This person could be an Aries or have Aries in their chart. Let me double check, because we have Gemini and we have Mercury, which rules over Gemini and it rules over Virgo. And that's Capricorn and Libra. Okay, so Capricorn coming out to me, almost, we have Virgo, symbolizes like a marker of time. We are in a Capricorn full moon, so it could even represent that. Let me pull some timeline cards to like affirm. This person is really well dressed. They're gonna have a really great style. I definitely feel like they are a divine masculine, although, you know, the energies could be flipped. You could be a divine masculine watching, but I definitely feel like they have masculine energy. They definitely want to take control and take charge, and they're someone who is naturally very dominant. So in the extended, we're going to be talking about like their dominant energy in the bedroom, but I definitely feel like this person kind of likes, or it kind of turns them on if you are sort of orphaned or like a damsel in distress. Prostitute doesn't necessarily represent that you're like a prostitute, although I know some of you are gonna like comment something really hilarious about like a sugar daddy, and that is also a possibility here. But I think it's more so just about the fact that you have had challenges in your life trying to survive, and this person is almost going to take it upon themselves to really help you in your life and really heal you. And maybe you guys have a soul connection, and that they kind of signed up for this contract to help you and go on this journey with you. But I definitely think it's like a willing thing. Like this person is just going to want to give a lot of their love to you and just be very inspired and passionate towards you. Okay, so for your timeline card, we have 9 months. So this next relationship could be happening in 9 months. Or divine timing. Like I was gonna say after I saw the 9 months, is that it's always gonna, you know, never take anything like that too literal, because it's always gonna deflect whatever sort of path you're on spiritually. So there is going to be an element of divine timing here. I do feel like this person is going to really like animals, like they're going to really like cats and stuff, and they're going to be very sweet to animals is sort of the energy. I'm really drawn to this World card, and the World is in tarot represents the completion of a cycle, but I feel like in this oracle it represents expansion. And I feel like this card is about having broader options and how the world is very wide and there's a lot out there to consider. So some of you guys have been working so hard on your commitment to yourself and your self-worth, your self-esteem journey, that you're almost a little closed off to love or the thought of love, and maybe you're even clicking on this reading with just like no intention of being in a relationship anytime soon, but you're just like, I wonder when it will be. Like, you really have let go of, you've really surrendered to the thought of your next relationship, but little do you know that it's happening pretty freaking soon, and it's gonna happen with someone who is sort of the opposite of you. Like, maybe you guys are more passive and more go with the flow type, and this person is going to be more dominant. Like, nope, we're going to be in a relationship. This is happening now. Like, I want this, I want you, like that kind of thing. But with Journey, it's all about movement. It's all about travel. So it can represent that maybe you might even meet this person while traveling, or meet this person on sort of journey here. I definitely feel like, this person is very adventurous themselves. So this is someone that you could even meet while traveling because they're traveling themselves. And then back to the prostitute card, you know, this is all about activating aspects of your unconscious seduction and control. So it's about, you know, the core of your self-esteem and self-respect. And it allows you to kind of gauge where you're at. And I feel like maybe in the past, you guys, or maybe even currently, you just weren't interested in falling in love, or you just were more motivated to be single and be in that single energy. And it's like, this person is really gonna come out of freaking nowhere and just kind of be this priest, you know? They're gonna be sort of someone who is very committed to their divine authority, someone who could be a channel for the spiritual as well. But I feel like it represents that they are vowed to some sort of commitment or routine, and then something about you is just going to turn over a page within them. Like the meeting of you two, the being of you two in a relationship is actually very designed and divine. And with Prince, you're just going to turn on something within them that maybe they didn't necessarily know that they had, or maybe it just took the right person. But the Prince archetype really generalizes the characteristics of someone who is generous and fair and compassionate. And we see you guys, group number 1, as someone who's very compassionate. So I just feel like you guys are going to be really meeting your match here, someone who can reciprocate in the way that you haven't had. With child and orphan, it could represent that you guys really have had to be on your own for a really long time. It could even represent that you guys are children of divorce, and your examples of love and commitment are not as, they're a little skewed in that, you know, your belief system is different when it comes to those things. And I feel like with healer, that's something that this person wants to heal, and it's about, you know, manifesting passion to serve others by repairing their mind, body, and spirit. And it just is this inherent strength to help and to love and to heal. And I feel like this person, no offense or anything, might view you as a damsel, but also see within you that there is something very divine. The damsel is always someone who is beautiful but vulnerable, and always in need and rescue of a knight or a prince. And so in old folk tales, the damsel is the princess, and it's associated with romance, not distress. So it's about becoming empowered, and I feel like it's about this person wanting to build you guys up and empower you. You know, I don't think that this archetype card represents like an insult in any way. I think it just represents that, you know, there's something very innocent and pure about you that they're gonna see and kind of latch onto and really want to get to know. And, you know, they're gonna want to nurture your garden. They're not necessarily gonna want to take away from you. That is not, that's not their MO. It feels like this is all about nurturing the seeds within you and your love and honoring yourself as the beautiful person you are. So, I mean, honestly, I want to congratulate you guys, number 1, on this finding, and then also just the work that you have done in general with yourself, because it seems like you've really worked hard. So we're going to pull your charmies and see what comes out. Okay, so V and T came out of the board, And maybe those are letters that really resonate with you guys. We have Gemini. Okay, so Gemini's coming out very strongly here. You guys could be a Gemini and they could be a Gemini. You guys could live in a desert, or maybe they live in a desert kind of landscape. S is standing out to me. Sarah, Samantha, Selena, Sylvia, Sabrina. We have V, Vanessa, Valerie, Vicky, T, Tyler, Trenton, Trevor, Trent, Taylor, Trayvon. Okay, we have Sweet, Want, Will. They could be Jewish, or it could just represent a wish upon a star, something to do with strawberries. One time I met a strawberry farmer. That could have been a clue. Maybe they're just into strawberries, or they're very allergic to strawberries. We have a fox. So like I said, this person's gonna kind of sneak into your life. They're gonna be very sly. I definitely feel that. Maybe 9 months, maybe it's closer to than that. Within 9 months, maybe you're gonna meet them during the fall, or when the leaves fall, or when they spring again. We have cacti, so maybe they live in a desert climate, you live in a desert climate, maybe you guys are just both into cactus. I'm into cactus personally. So yeah, I mean, those are your charmies. And then we have divine timing and 9 months. So this is very interesting. I'm gonna pull some more cards in the extended. It is gonna be an 18 plus as well. We're gonna talk about, you know, what the romance is gonna be like, what the sex is gonna be like. If that is something you guys are interested in, definitely follow me down to the link below. In the meantime, however, stay safe and stay healthy. I just posted a new exclusive 18 plus on my Patreon. I have I have so many videos on Patreon that are not here on YouTube, and they are just the full dirty details of everything. So if that's something you guys are interested in, definitely check out my Patreon. In the meantime, however, stay safe, stay healthy, and I will see you all in your next reading. Hi, group number 2, welcome. Okay, so if you chose this deck, this is for you. We're gonna be talking about your next relationship, who you're gonna be in a relationship with. In this reading, we are going to pull some tarot, lots of oracle. We're going to pull some charmies, some timeline cards, some zodiac signs. We're going to try and get all of the detail, and you will have the option to extend. We're going to talk about the romantic nature of this connection and relationship, what the sex is going to be like. That is going to be in the extended. But to start, I want to pull an angel number. We have number 1, I am innovative. You are a self-starter with very innovative ways of creating opportunity. Your determination and endurance are powerful and will help you get through rough times and reach success. That is gorgeous. Group number 2. Okay, so let's see what your angel numbers are. We have 1, 5, 3, 6. 15, 36 are your angel numbers. All right, so I'm gonna start with your oracle, and then we are gonna pull your tarot. So what is your next relationship going to be like? Who are you gonna be in a relationship with next? We have chivalry, we have the gardener, we have Pluto, which rules over Scorpio, and we have, whoa, I totally mixed that up. That's so interesting. Well, we have Pluto, but I literally saw this and thought of Pluto. So we have the Sun, which rules over Leo, Pluto, which rules over Scorpio. We have number 51, Healer of the Ages, number 53, the Magician and the Mirror. For your R-type oracle, we have, I kind of want to put these over here. We have Exorcist, Saboteur, Child, Magical, Artist, Messiah, and Mystic. For your Prism Oracle, we have intuition, ideation, reflection, and peace. Okay. For your Romance Angels Oracle, we have playfulness and give your relationship a chance. And for your Love and Relationships Oracle, we have levity. Laughter is the best legal medicine, and it looks like it's time for you to take a sweet, sweet hit of it. When someone annoys you or a plan goes away, try finding something funny in there. And if it ever feels like the butt of the joke, remember that the only difference between someone laughing at you and someone laughing with you is that in the first version, you're not laughing. You always have the option, so opt to lighten up. It's illegal in almost 200 countries. Okay, we have playfulness here, and it's saying, allow your inner youthful spirit to have fun and shine. All right. Okay. So your next relationship group, number 2. Let me make sure we are all in frame here. Perfect. All right. I feel like, you know, for some of you, this could be a new person. For others of you, this could be someone that you have been on and off with, and maybe you'll officially be with them. It's really going to depend on what situation calls to you and resonates with you. I feel like for a lot of you, this is a brand new person, and this is someone who is really different than your usual type. This is not like your usual type. I feel like this person is going to come to you almost like in God's perfect plan, at a perfect point in your journey where you kind of need them the most. This is someone I'm assuming is very fucking silly and chaotic and ridiculous, and they're probably very humorous and sort of a jokester. They're someone who is very lighthearted, very romantic. This person is, you know, gonna give you flowers. They're maybe gonna take you out on a date and then maybe kiss your cheek. Like, they're not gonna rush things. They're gonna court you. With the gardener here, they really want to mend what you've already healed and built, and they want to support you. They don't want to, you know, come in like a wrecking ball, which I do feel like could have been your last sort of type here. With the Magician in the Mirror, I definitely feel like this is someone that you have been trying to manifest, or at least unconsciously trying to manifest a better version of what you usually attract. And I feel like there's going to be an element of playfulness here, an element of this person really bringing out your inner child. For you guys, group number 2, I definitely feel like your inner child is extremely wounded, and you guys could have been children of divorce. You could have been, you know, even further than that, some of you could have been foster kids. There is a whole bunch of energy surrounding abandonment issues. And I feel like your inner child is very hurt. And that is something that you are trying to heal, but that is something especially that this person will be able to help heal. I feel like they're gonna allow you to make light of situations with levity. I feel like you're not gonna be so serious all the time. This is a very interesting pile because when I met my fiance, I was very serious, like all the time. And that's just because I was forced to grow up really young, and, you know, everything was always, I always had to be the responsible one. I always had to be the one that like had my shit together. And meeting him was like, provided like a level of stability where he just like kind of took care of my spirit and allowed me to be able to play and like let my hair down, and I felt safe. And so maybe that's exactly what this person is going to do for you and provide for you, group number 2. I definitely feel like with Give Your Relationship a Chance, this is something where, you know, maybe it's going to start off and you're going to be like, I don't know, like, I don't know, like, is this going to really lead to something? But because they're not someone that you're accustomed to being around, but I definitely feel like that's where your intuition is going to come into play, and where Spirit is really going to ask you to give your relationship a chance, because with the Sun, this is a part of your purpose to meet this person, and there is destiny involved in this connection. This person could be an artist. With the Exorcist, they're definitely going to free you of destructive impulses, or they're going to, maybe you self-sabotage, and whenever you see kind of a good thing coming through, you run away from it. And this person is just really gonna call you out on your shit, like low key. Like I'm not even gonna like sugarcoat it, and in a good way. Like they're not gonna allow you to sabotage things. Maybe saboteur is coming here because that's something that you do, and you have this fear that you carry with you, but what they want to bring out in you is the magical part of you in your childhood and the mystical part of you. And this person is sort of a messiah in that way. They're probably very free spirited, probably an artist. So so that's really beautiful. I mean, I definitely think that you guys are gonna connect as far as spirituality goes, and I think that you guys will be able to teach each other a lot. I do think that you're gonna find a lot of peace in this connection with this person. With Healer of the Ages, it could even be that this connection or this relationship helps heal like ancestral wounds and or break patterns within your family. Maybe you come from a long stream of women or men who make very destructive relationship choices, and you're gonna break that. And I just feel like overall this is a really incredible relationship coming towards you. Next, group number 2, we have the star here ruling over Aquarius. I definitely feel like this person is going to be very unique. You guys could be the Leo with the Queen of Wands here, or they could be the Leo with the Queen of Wands. Aries or Sagittarius. We have Gemini as well. So we have some air and we have some fire. That was Sagittarius. So I just feel like this person, you guys are gonna have like a deep bond and a deep attraction to each other. We have Gemini with the Magician. I feel like there is gonna be a lot of compatibility, a lot of chemistry here. This is someone that, you know, amongst being very playful, they are definitely someone of their word. They're very action oriented. They're someone that wants to take care of you for sure, in whatever way that is, whether it's in a nurturing and healing aspect or whether it's in like a physical aspect. I think they're gonna like that you go against the grain, that you're not like other girls or other boys. You're completely different than anyone that they've ever met. And on top of it, you're really fucking hot. So they're like, okay, hi. Like you might feel like they're a blessing, but they're definitely gonna feel like you're a blessing. And we have the Magician twice sort of here with the Oracle and the Tarot. And with Judgment, like I said, with this kind of Cupid striking them and the red ribbon tying you both, this is a divine connection. This could even be a soulmate, someone that, you know, you have been waiting for, or asking for, or someone that you signed up for to do this with. This person is gonna love your sense of style. They might even encourage you to be stylish, if that makes any sense. I don't even know if that makes sense, but just kind of like, they're gonna really be proud to have you on their arms and in their wake, and just proud to know you and to love you. I feel like this person's never gonna wanna let you go. There's gonna be a lot of physicality to the connection, a lot of PDA, a lot of kissing and touching and hugging, which we'll get into in the extended, but I definitely feel the heat already. I think this person is going to be just, you know, very excited that they have met you, and it's gonna be like a teenage love. It really doesn't matter what age you are. It's gonna kind of feel like a teenage love, teenage fever. All right, so let's pull a timeline card. Okay, so we have 9 months. Oh my God. I'm gonna pull another one because the last group got that. A couple of weeks. Okay, so we have a couple of weeks to 9 months. I really feel like it's gonna depend. It could even be within this range. For some of you, it is all gonna be with divine timing, especially because this person is your soulmate, and this is someone that you've most likely have been manifesting. I definitely see up front that they're gonna be kinky. Group number 1's extended was hilarious because I've done so many 18 pluses and I have never met someone as kinky as group number 1's person. But I definitely think your person is up there as well. And it just could be because they're very romantic and they like the finer things in life. They really love pleasure. I really feel like they love traveling as well, and they're gonna, you know, their free spiritedness is going to exchange in so many different kind of ways. This person is not going to want to work like a normal job. They're not going to want to, you know, they could definitely be an artist. They're not going to want to live according to societal rules. They're going to want to travel often. So, you know, they're just going to kind of covet you in their own world, in their own sort of bubble. Okay, so we have your charms. We have new moon. Some of you guys could be makeup artists, or they're really gonna love when you wear lipstick. Stay. Okay. We have a Santa hat. Maybe some of you will be meeting this person around Christmas time. I don't even know if that's a Santa hat, but I'm just gonna interpret it as such. It could also be a bell. Something about bells. We have M is sticking out to me. So Matthew, Matt, Myra, Mary. We have N, Nathan. I'm so bad with names. This is like why I don't do that. We have a laugh and we have star. And we have he, so they could be a he. I definitely feel like with the star, you know, and laugh, like you guys are gonna have such a great connection. This person's probably gonna really put you on a pedestal. This could be someone that you try to manifest on a new moon, like continuously. We could have something about leaves here. Maybe they live amongst the trees, or maybe there is something here in regards to fall, or like fall, winter time. We have a bow tie here. We have butterfly. This is definitely happening at the tail end of your transformation. We have a fox, and I feel like the fox represents just how sly and charming this person is. And we have the sun, which can also symbolize Leo, so they could have Leo in their chart as well, or they could just be someone who has like a star quality to them. They could have like a large following, or they could be kind of on social media, all of those things. But I just definitely feel like this is a very divine connection. This is someone who is meant to come into your life group number 2. And in the extended, we're gonna really talk about, you know, what they're like romantically, and then especially what they're like sexually, since I already really feel the heat here. So we're gonna pull more cards and get into that. But I hope that you guys enjoyed that. In the meantime, I hope that you stay safe and stay healthy. I just posted a new 18 plus to my Patreon, and it is what are they thinking and feeling about you sexually. So that is linked down below if you guys are interested. I have a lot of exclusive 18 pluses on Patreon that are not here on YouTube. It never will be here. And that's where we like to keep it very dirty. But in the meantime, if this reading resonated with you, definitely check out the extended. I hope that you guys are doing well and staying sane through all of this craziness. Definitely comment down below if this resonated, and I will see you guys in the extended. Hi, group number 3, welcome. Welcome to your reading. Okay, so this is gonna be your next relationship. We're gonna get all the details that we can. I am gonna pull some astrological oracle and roll the dice. We are gonna pull a lot of oracle, a lot of tarot. We are gonna pull some timeline cards, some charmies, some angel numbers. We're just gonna get right into it, and you will have the option to extend, which has been really sexual. So we're gonna talk about the sexual energies of the connection, how romantic it's gonna be, what this person is gonna be like in bed, all that great stuff. But number 1 and 2 have been vastly different, but they've been really good, like really juicy. Okay, so I wanna start with your angel number, or your numerology number, and then we'll do some angel numbers. So we have number 28, I am a leader. In an effort to accomplish great things, you recognize the value of working with others. You want a capable and compassionate leader who can bring people together and drive a team toward achievement. Okay, so giving me some insight as to what you guys are trying to attract. So what is your angel number, group number 3? We have 6626, but you know, for some of you, you can do 6662 because maybe you have been seeing 666 everywhere. Sorry, I did not mean to do that. 6662 or 6626, up to you. but maybe 6 is something you've been seeing everywhere. So we have already done, I have already done your oracle. I'm gonna lay it out on the table. So what is your next relationship going to be like? Maturity. Definitely getting an energy of this person being a leader, someone who's very mature. They could even be older than you. They could be someone who owns a business. We have compatibility. For the zodiac sign, we have Capricorn, of course, so that makes a lot of sense. This person has a lot of structure and routine in their life. We are in a Capricorn full moon right now, so it can also be a marker of time. All right, for your energy oracle, we have yin and yang. So with compatibility, this definitely shows me that you guys are like peas and carrots. Like, well, I don't know if peas and carrots really go together, but you're like 2 peas in a pod. And you guys could definitely be very compatible. For your romance angels, we have calling in your soulmate and soulmate. Wow. Beautiful. You guys have been manifesting this like consciously, really working for this. For your prism oracle, we have flow, space, consciousness, and we have surrender. Okay, I'm getting it. I'm getting the message. So we have networker. Like I said, this person could be a boss or a leader of some sort. They could have a big network of people that they're in connection with. With engineer, they could be someone who's very right brain, you know, they're very logical and you're like the spiritual one and you guys are kind of the yin to each other's yang. They're like, you're very left brain, they're very right brain, completely different type people. This person could be, you know, very rational. They have to see it to believe it. They're very on the ground. We have that Capricorn energy and you guys could be very mystical and, you know, all that. We have gambler, addict. Okay, I mean, that's kind of obvious. We could say this person has a gambling addiction or could have an addiction to gamble. It doesn't have to be as extreme as that as an archetype. It could be that they are an investor, they like to invest and they've lost money in investing, but they continue to do it anyway. It could represent that you're the gambler, that you guys are romantics at heart and you're gonna take a gamble on this person, although maybe they're older than you or maybe society is judging you, or, you know, I'm getting the vibe of like, this person is older than you by a mile and it is kind of like you guys are in love and between you two, it's divine and beautiful, but other people's perception of you is like their own judgment of bullshit, whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? So people are like, wow, what a gamble. This person could have addictive behavior traits. You know, I'm hearing alcohol. It doesn't have to be that way. It can just kind of represent that this person was an addict, is an addict, and they are now sober. We have mother and we have detective. So I definitely feel like this person is gonna question you a lot as far as like being into tarot or whatever it is that you guys are into. I think this person is gonna definitely always play devil's advocate. This is a type of person that really is a non-believer in this sort of spiritual stuff, and they are gonna be very interested in your development with it nonetheless. So I definitely feel like they're gonna wanna question you and ask questions about it and just kind of see like your perspective. And this is the type of person where you guys have like a good fun back and forth with each other. So for a lot of you, I definitely feel like you've been calling in your soulmate, that you've been visualizing, praying, and affirming this person to come into your life, for you guys to bring each other together. And some of you could even be manifesting with the moon. I feel like the only thing left to do now that you know that this is manifesting for you, that they are coming in, that they have materialized to the point where I can identify them as a person, is to now surrender and go with the flow, and give this manifestation some space, releasing your attachment to it. So hear ye, you are hereby being called to unclench your grip on any old thought patterns that are getting in your way. Surrender any ideas that make you feel like a victim of circumstance or which make your dream relationship seem like an impossibility. The mayor of reinvention has just arrived and has made the following decree. Limiting beliefs about yourself and your life are herewith, forthwith, officially and undoubtedly declared for the birds. So also not being hard on yourself, allowing yourself to accept that you are magical and all that great stuff. So let's pull your tarot. Group number 3's next relationship. We have the 9 of Wands in reverse. Wow. Wow, we have the 4 of Wands. So this just kind of tells it. It just says it. With soulmate and all of these different things, you guys are going to be twin flames, soulmates. This is definitely a divine connection. This is definitely something that is meant to be. This is definitely something that has been kind of waiting to come into fruition for the right time. We have the Page of Cups. We have the 7 of Cups in reverse. Interesting. We have some weird chaotic energy surrounding this manifestation in the process. There might be some blockages, or there might even be some trivial test in your way right now, group number 3. Maybe you see a lot of fuck boys or a lot of fuck girls coming into your life and you're like, what the fuck is this? And it's like almost like a cosmic test that spirit is like trying to see if you will stand your ground and assert your boundaries, and if you will be conscious about your decisions and who you choose to let into your life. But it seems like there's a lot of tests. Like you have a lot of options nonetheless. Maybe this person has a lot of options, but we have an interesting duality with the cards here. We have the Queen of Cups and the 10 of Cups. You guys are definitely mystical beings, group number 3. You're definitely dabbling in the occult. Some of you guys could be doing spell work, or just manifesting with the moon, trying to kind of hone this in. And I definitely feel like this is so deserving. This is something that is along your destined path. You guys are going to be very compatible. You're going to really fit with each other like puzzle pieces. It's almost going to be like, oh, there you are. And there is definitely a chance or an opportunity for you to be a mother with this person in your next relationship. We have the Mother archetype card, and it represents giving birth, but we also have the Queen of Cups, who is our mother. And I just feel like this kind of represents that this person is going to be so happy with you. 10 of Cups can also represent, you know, a big happy family and having kids. And, you know, I definitely feel like this person is going to meet you and want to make you, you know, want to have children with you right away. And if children are completely out of the question, then ignore that. It can also just represent that this person wants to have family with you in the intimate connection that you guys will share. I definitely feel like there is going to be a lot of challenges on the outside as far as other people's opinions and maybe your past, maybe their past. One of you might be in the spotlight somehow. I mean, they definitely could be with the leader card and the networker here. So, you know, maybe they have a lot of people that admire them or are obsessed with them or whatever it is. And I just feel like this person is too mature for all that noise. They are definitely going to look at you and be like, I definitely found my person. They're very attracted to legs. They're also very attracted to, I mean, I don't know. I'm going to say that for the extended, but they are very old-fashioned. I'm going to say that as the least. They are really going to love your sense of style, and they're really going to want to like dress you up and buy you shoes for the women out there, even for the men. I love buying clothes for my man. Like I dressed him the other day and it was like fucking awesome. So, you know, I just feel like this person is going to be very gift-giving, old-fashioned. They're also going to be very sweet in how they communicate with you. So the rest I'm going to have to say for the extended, because there's a lot of sex here, which we're going to get into. So that is linked down below. But first I want to pull some timeline cards. So like when, oh shit. Okay, well, we have 1 month. I wasn't even ready. When is this going to happen for you? We're going to pull some charms as well. And then we have Virgo and Pisces and Leo. So Virgo, Pisces, and Leo and Taurus. So there's a lot of earth here. We have 1 month and 2.5 years. So that's a big range, but 1 month definitely wanted to come out pretty strong. for your charms. Wow. Wow, some of these I've really never seen. We have this musical note, so maybe this person is into music. I'm hearing classical music. They could be like a violin player or something. I don't know why I said that. We have umbrella. Maybe they live in a rainy climate. We have L. We have carrot here. Maybe you guys are peas and carrots. It could also represent that maybe they garden or plant. Maybe they have a bunny. We have the star here. Okay, it doesn't want to flip over. And my nails are not helping. All right. They could be Jewish. We have the cherry. Mermaid, we have a cat. They could have a black cat, you could have a black cat. There's gonna be a lot of peace here. This person could have their own family already or their own children, and you're gonna kind of come in and, you know, be a part of the Marymount. This is definitely gonna be real love, and I do feel like a lot of people's opinions are gonna be involved in this connection, but I do think this person is gonna really hold you in a high regard and really protect you. Okay, this heart doesn't want to flip around. Oh, it's like a red heart. This person is going to have a lot of love for you, a lot of peace in this connection. I feel like they could live by the ocean, or they could be very interested in the ocean or marine biology. Cherry, they're going to pop your cherry in some sort of way. I don't fucking know. And then we have S is standing out here pretty big. We have Salvador, Solomon. I'm so bad at this. I was just telling group number 2, like, don't make me say a bunch of names. Taylor, Tyler, Trent, Trenton, Trevor, you know. I'm like, I don't know. But we have a lot of letters here, so definitely take a good look at it. But I definitely feel like this person is gonna really care for you no matter what the scenario is. So I'm excited to get into the extended. We're gonna talk about the sexual energy here because there is a lot of it. And in the meantime, I hope you guys are staying sane, staying healthy. Let me know if that resonated. I just posted a new 18+ to my Patreon, and it is what are they feeling about you and thinking about you sexually. So that is linked down below. In the meantime, stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you guys in the extended.